Wow, there are so many things to say about this anime, and I am simply perplexed about my overall opinion. Delicious in Dungeon, or Dungeon Meshi, is a show focused upon four characters who are thrown together by happenstance. The leader's name is Leos. He is the elder brother of the character Fallon, who gets eaten because she sacrifices herself to save him. Leos is determined to go back into the dungeon to fight and kill the red dragon, and then he can resurrect his little sister. Marcel, an elven mage, is also a member of their party who is dead set on reviving Fallon. Chilchuck, a half-foot, agrees to go along with them. They pick up this dwarf guy who is a fantastic cook, and his name being Senshi. They all decide to cook the monsters they kill in the dungeon in order to not spend money on food rations that they cannot afford after losing half of their equipment in the dragon fight. It's a thrilling premise that will keep you guessing what crazily unique monster they will cook next, but it definitely has a more serious undergirding with the fact that there is a seemingly all-powerful foe that they have to fight. Let's just be real, okay? I don't really think cooking is a fascinating story device, especially in an anime. Sure, it is bright and colorful, but the show revolves around a gimmick. I don't like gimmicky plots in anime that I try to take seriously. The food is definitely fun, and I absolutely love the cathartic instructions of preparing the meal. They give off a certain whimsical aesthetic vibe that no other show can create. I like the deeper meaning of eating the monsters, equating to balancing an ecosystem along with taking back the life force that the monsters take from the humans who are trying to conquer the dungeon. All of the symbolism and themes are not lost on me. I just think that there is something missing. Let's talk more about the characters. I kind of hate them. Leos is sort of likable in the sense that he loves his little sister dearly, and he is ultra motivated about eating monsters and taking the dungeon. However, he has no relatable qualities. He is brash, impulsive, and exceedingly average. There's nothing that I really admire about him, but I guess I couldn't say that I dislike him for sure. I'm just very apathetic towards him, which might be worse, honestly. Chilchuck is a guy who complains a lot, but he does have some brave fighting moments that redeem him a tiny bit. Senji is probably the best character, and even still, he is kind of dopey and a cringe dude. He says these weird metaphors that make sense, like when he was telling the beast guy how to hold a spoon, denoting that it can be equated to holding any kind of weapon properly, although the dialogue for those moments seem to be thrown in there as an afterthought. Marcel, don't get me started. She constantly annoys me in everything that she does. She is always whining about Fallon, and she never stops with her long-winded rants. Maybe the dubbed voice actress just rubs me the wrong way. That could be possible. I guess my main problem with them is that I would not really get along with any of them, and I certainly would not want to trudge through a dungeon with them. They seem like they would annoy me to death or get me killed pretty easily if I joined their party. They also don't care about others. Genuinely, they watch people get clapped, no problem. Sure, you can always use revive magic, but I'm not sure they would care even if you could actually die. I have watched the entire first season, and I still don't really root for them. What is really fantastic about this show is the action moments. When they got a chance to fight the red dragon again, I was gripping the edge of my seat, and the pacing was going dummy. I liked that they put those sequences interspersed throughout the series, but I did not like the extra slow side stories of cooking monsters. For me, I thought they would get away from that, but nope, they constantly use that plot device almost to death. Yes, I like the cooking, okay? But it's as though they have a new monster of the week just to fulfill their quota. I don't like forced plot devices. If I had to summarize my thoughts, I would say that the initial intriguing premise holds the plot hostage, but the unfolding story gives you enough interesting content to keep you coming back to bring your curiosities to some kind of satisfaction. Basically, if you want to watch this show, know that you are going to get the food thing over and over again, but it's actually good enough to make you want to stay watching. This is just so hard to give it a rating because overall, I did like the show. There are so many things I found wrong with this series, but I don't think think they outweigh the good. I would recommend if you are a die-hard anime fan with a liking of anything fantasy dungeon related, so I will give it a score of 7.8 out of 10. Pretty decent, but I'm not putting this on any all-time anime lists anytime soon. This is the Eagle-Eyed Samurai, signing off.